Okay, thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about pigs and pigs living in Iowa. We see a lot of pig farms around when you drive out in the rural areas, and makes you kind of wonder, why does Iowa raise so many pigs? We are number one for pigs after all. So we're going to go out and talk about a few of the pig products.
Okay, so um, when we think of pigs, a lot of times you just think of pork, which is the meat from pigs. So sausage, bacon is everybody's favorite. Hot dogs can be pork, pork chops, tenderloins, all of those things. However, we don't waste any part of an animal when our livestock are harvested. So we get the meat from them, no matter what animal it is. And then the other parts of them are used to make other things. So from pigs, some things I find most interesting. One of them is heart valves.
Yes.
A person's heart valve, if it's damaged, can be repaired using a pig's. We can also get insulin from pigs that can help treat diabetes in people. And then some things that are a little cooler to learn about are things like paintbrushes are made out of pig hair. Crayons sometimes use some of the fat that's left over. We need that waxy, that oil. Okay. So there's a ton of products. And in Iowa, we have over 6,000 hog farms. So we have a lot of those pigs.
Yeah. Going back to the heart valve, about 15 years ago, my grandma had to have her heart valves replaced, and they used pig heart valves. So, very interesting. We're very thankful for that.
And I can almost hear into your classroom, some of you are like,
but it's a good thing.
But it's a good thing, and you'd be really thankful if it was helping you out.
Yes.
And we love that, our animals, they're not being wasted. We're not raising them for no reason.
Okay, my name is Chris Tenaple, and I raise pigs by Ironton, Iowa. I work on a family farm with my dad and my brother and my mom as well. We get pigs in, they're about 10 pounds, and we grow them up to market weight where we sell them to packing plants. Once we sell them, they become a lot of different things. Sometimes they become, a pork chop or something you might eat, or they can become stuff like crayons or markers or all different kinds of even medicines. So pigs have a lot of different, uses. That's kind of one of the things that intrigues me most about pigs, and that's what I like to do. So it's always been in our farm, and that's what I like to continue to do. Now my son is about 5 years old, and he loves to do it, and I hope to be able to pass the farm on to him so he can keep doing it too.
My Family's Pig Farm by Katie Olthoff. Hi, my name is Kaden. I live with my mom, dad, brother, and sister on our farm. We raise corn, soybeans, and pigs. The pigs eat the corn and soybeans. Then the pig manure is used to fertilize the corn and soybean plants. Our pigs are born on another farm in a farrowing barn. That is where the mama pigs and piglets live. Mama pigs are called sows. Sows can have a lot of babies or piglets at once. Piglets drink the sow's milk for the first few weeks of their lives. When the piglets get bigger, they are moved to finishing barns like ours. In the barn, the pigs have room to move around and play. In the past, farmers raised pigs outdoors, but now most pigs live in barns. The barns keep the pigs warm in the winter and protect them from storms in the summer. The pigs are more comfortable in the barns. Our barns have computers in them to help us take care of the pigs. The computers help control the temperature in the barns and open the windows when the pigs need fresh air. They tell us how much feed the pigs are eating and how much water the pigs are drinking. The pigs eat feed that is mostly made of corn and soybeans. The feed is stored in bins outside the barn, and it travels through the tubes to the feeders inside the barn. The pigs can eat from the feeders whenever they want. The pigs can also take a drink of clean, fresh water whenever they need to. The water system is automated like the feed system. We check on the pigs every day. This is one of the most important parts of a farmer's job. We check to make sure that the feed and watering systems are working correctly. We also check to make sure the pigs are healthy. It's very important that the pigs stay healthy. We have a veterinarian that helps us take care of them. We try to keep the pigs from getting sick. We use vaccines to prevent illness. We also wash our hands and boots to keep from spreading germs in the barns. If the pigs get sick, we give them medicine to make them feel better. The pig's manure falls through slats in the floor to pits below the building. The slats and pits help keep the pigs clean. Then, the manure can be used as fertilizer on the fields nearby. Farmers test the soil to see how much fertilizer it needs before applying the manure. When the pigs are full grown, they are loaded onto semi-trucks and taken to a processing plant. There, they are harvested for pork and other products. The meat from pigs is called pork. Pork includes pork chops, ribs, tenderloins, ham, sausage, and bacon, some of my favorites. Pigs are also used to make other things, like medical products and household objects. Our parents grew up on a pig farm, just like my brother, sister, and me. And we are learning how to take care of pigs because we want to be pig farmers when we grow up too. Okay, so I love this book because they talk about some things that are different than you may have thought. In the past, a lot of pigs lived outside. They rolled in the mud to keep cool and to keep insects away. But you can imagine that if you rolled in the mud all day and you didn't get a bath until the next time it rained, you wouldn't stay very healthy. And pigs didn't either. And we need them to be healthy because we get pork and other products from them that we would never want to sell to someone to eat if it wasn't healthy. So today, most of our pigs live in barns. There's a few who don't, and those farmers are really careful to make sure their pigs get vaccines and other things that we didn't have in the past. But most of the time, pigs live in buildings like the one Caden talked about in this book. And those buildings are so important. They keep pigs healthy. They keep them cleaner. They also protect them in the winter when it's cold, and in the summer if it's hot. They have fans and air circulation. Okay. They also get fed consistently because there's automated food in there, just like he talked about. And we can also keep predators out. So predators who would want to harm a pig, not people, but other animals. Now, since those barns are so important, there's a couple activities. And teachers, if you've chosen one and you want to give those directions, you can stop us here. But we'll just kind of go quickly over the directions for each activity. You might be doing one or the other. Maybe you don't have time to complete any of them, but here they are. So the first thing you might do is a little STEM challenge to build your own pig barn. These don't look like the pig barns you see, but your class should have a little pig or something to represent your pig, and you need to build a barn that would keep this little guy safe. So the only things you get are 10 spaghetti noodles that are not cooked and 5 little marshmallows. Okay, these are like glue. So as you're building, you don't get any more materials. So if 10 is not quite enough, the only way you get more is if you break them. I suggest
don't break them too soon, though.
Because you don't get more.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen students break all of them and then really regret their decision, but you do not get any more materials than you started with. Your marshmallows are kind of like glue. Again, you could break them, but I would think about that decision before you make it. And you are trying to build something to keep this little pig safe.
He needs a roof over his head.
He does. This barn has to stand up on its own. When you let go, it cannot fall over on your desk, and it has to have a roof to protect this pig. He needs to stay safe inside. There's one activity. Some of you might be doing something a little different, doing some writing. So you might have this page or your own writing paper. That's all you need. But you're writing about the reasons pigs live inside. So maybe you're explaining the reasons they live inside. Maybe you are persuading a farmer or giving reasons that they should move their pigs inside. So there's a couple different activities here. Your teachers have probably made that choice for you depending on the materials they've got. But we hope today that you learned a little bit more about how we're keeping those pigs safe and healthy and how Iowa is able to grow so many and to share that pork all over the world. Okay, we'll talk more about livestock in other videos, so join us for those too.